Hey everyone, welcome to episode 6 of the Wyldrvir podcast. We have kind of a bit of a shortened cast tonight just due to, unforeseen circumstances. But we have Ori, OJ, and Scales, and Asher. I'm gonna just start us up, if that's cool. So, you all went to bed, like, the last night when you entered, the little tavern in Port Prisma, and you all, were just ready to have a cool day of, boat decorating, and you wake up to thunderclouds. Plaque is staying in, this weird stasis at the moment, and Rhodes seemingly does not want to go outside where it's wet. So, even though they have the parasol, it's just so much. And Rhodes would point out that it's raining cats and dogs outside, and there's lightning everywhere, And there's just a few people who are putting the boats back out to sea, knowing that the contest is probably postponed until a sunnier day. So, in this room, Asher, OJ, and Scales, not you, Asher, OJ, and Scales, you three are basically the only ones who are basically wanting to do anything today.
Guess what?
And it is
I can make it storming inside and outside.
No, please.
That's not a good idea.
No, please.
Okay.
There's already too much water. It's like that one video game. There's just too much water. It's gonna lose some. This day is gonna get a 7 out of 10 for too much water. I mean,
Other magic.
Unless you have magic that can stop a rainstorm.
Attributes. Try some creating.
No, please.
Try wild magic.
What if you make the storm worse, though, OJ? Now.
Well, that would be if I were to summon more storms, which I can do if we want.
I think it'd be humanly impossible for OJ not to go outside today. I think OJ needs to.
I want to go outside. I want to do splishy splashy in the puddles.
And also, they need to get their energy expended, huh?
Spend my energy inside our room.
OJ, what would you be able to do to expend energy?
I tap my chin like you guys can actually see me. She taps her chin. I can lift the bed and put it on the other bed, and it can become a fort with the blankets.
Oh. Like a pillow fort?
Higher beds.
Asher looks to Scales and just goes, "What do you think? Should we risk going outside to let OJ run?"
I mean, as long as she doesn't make the storm worse, I can't see the harm.
Won't make the storm worse.
Do you have boots? Because your Heelys are probably going to get all messed up in the water.
I don't want to get those messed up. She's going to start taking off of her Heelys.
So did you pack boots?
No, but bare feet are good for mud.
Asher, you see Asher taking off their, regular shoes and putting on, brown hiking boots, And they get, they have, a fun red poncho. They're just I am prepared for this drenched day to keep exploring. And Scales Scales, with the water do anything to you?
I have no idea.
We have no clue if you are waterproof.
No idea.
How about you, Plaque? Are you waterproof?
Plaque will look to you and say, as far as I'm aware, yes.
Huh. That's actually
Waterproof?
you?
I think so.
I don't think that's how that works. OJ.
Wait, am I not waterproof?
I mean,
No, I think you're just naturally waterproof. It's a natural
okay.
product of being
Because
you.
I was putting my tail in the water earlier.
I don't think
So
waterproof.
if I wasn't waterproof, that'd be bad.
I don't think it means the same thing for us that it means for our created friends. OJ.
Oh, okay.
Waterproof for them means like the rain won't short circuit anything. Waterproof for us just means like, wear a poncho, have an umbrella. Don't
I
get
need those.
don't get a sneeze in the rain. They pull through their they just rifle through their stuff and then they hand Scales like a very childish like themed umbrella. They're just like, just in case.
Scales picks up. I imagine that it's like a child's umbrella, so that's like small.
Oh yes.
And so like Scales, like this 6 foot something created, just like goes to like open the umbrella, and it's like it like barely covers their head, and she's just like looks at Ashes like, thank you. Like literally 90% of her body is not covered by this umbrella, but
Plaque's got a hat. Plaque's got a cool hat.
I got a cool
What
hat.
is it? Is it like one of the little like teddy bear ones with the little ears?
Oh my god, yes. Asher also just like lays out a bunch of pillows and puts granola on the floor and is just like, I'm gonna leave you inside because I don't know how worms do with cold weather, but you be good and you treat Rhodes right because he's been having a real bad time lately and he needs his rest, so don't bother Rhodes. And Granola like gives you all just like a little puff of smoke and a smile, and Asher just goes, okay, I think I'm set to go outside.
Something's gonna be staring at
all right, well,
There's your glass window. Not she's just staring at the door.
The second like Asher slowly opens the door and I just imagine OJ just out.
Yes.
I just realized we have to be the adults today.
yep.
Why can't we all be kids today?
Because then you're gonna break something.
No, I won't break anything. I can't break sand. Can I break sand?
I am 100% sure that you are now going to try.
I'm allowed to. She's going to go find some sand.
Oh god. Why did we even suggest it? Why did we even say word Scales? Plaque.
Because
Plaque,
what if we remain silent? OJ will find a way.
This is true. Plaque, you may need to get that rubber chicken on standby.
I slowly pull it out. I am prepared.
So, OJ, you are running just through the hall,
Okay.
and you hear a door open from another room, and you think you see a shadow, and then the next thing you feel is your little oboloid body smacking up against someone else.
I'm sorry.
Flip, would you like to describe this someone else?
So, who OJ just smashed into is this sky elf with bright red hair and pointed ears and a lot of jewelry. And she's wearing like this black sleeveless dress with a turtleneck. And she's got big white wings. And she looks just as surprised as OJ is from running into her.
Wings.
Oh, good grief! What the fuck?
Hi. Oh,
Hello!
I'm sorry I scared you
Yeah!
and bumped into you.
She's gonna push OJ back a little bit.
Okay.
Who are you?
My name's OJ. Well, my name's
OJ?
Oka. Oka Jella. But my friends call me OJ, and I'd like to be friends. So you can call me OJ.
Ah, OJ. Well, my name is Ren, and I am lost.
Plaque walks out of the room with rubber chicken ready, like in a sword kind of stance, like, OJ, come back. And then sees the other person.
Asher and Scales, I'm imagining, are just kind of running up and following. And,
Yeah, basically. Just like,
And Asher just goes, I'm so sorry, miss. Then they just like look around and just go, hey, Scales.
yeah, what's up?
Where was Ori this morning?
Who's Ori?
A friend of ours. She's a moon elf.
A moon elf, huh? I don't think I've seen
Where
any
did she
moon elves.
go? Where did she go this morning?
I can help you guys look if you'd like.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I mean-
But did you say something? Before when you were talking to OJ?
I'm kind of lost myself. Like I was wandering around the city, and I just really don't know where to go from here. And you guys seem really nice, actually. Can I travel with you?
Asher
I
just-
mean,
Why not?
we're kind of on our oh shit. B, what's this thing called?
it's just the journey. That's just
The journey. We're kind of on our journey. Are you on your journey?
I'm totally on my journey. Yep, that's definitely what I'm doing.
Well, and Scales like kind of like starts like fidgeting a little with her fingers and goes, "Well, I wouldn't want to, have you join. Not everyone's here. Rhodes is having a bad day, and like we'd need to consult Ori. If
It is fine.
what?
It is fine. I am here.
What?
And I
How
say
does that doesn't make any sense? We need to have a consensus on whether Ren can join our group, and we're missing 2 of our members. How does you being here? I mean, I'm glad you're here, but like, how does your being here fix this problem?
Maybe
Points to the rubber chicken. There's one.
What?
Asher just kind of like stands in the middle. I mean, okay, but if Ren helps us find Ori, then Rhodes will probably appreciate. So then maybe Ren would have a better shot.
I can definitely help you look. I mean, like, I don't really know my way around the city super well, but I can fly, so...
That's always a good trait to have. I
Yeah.
can't fly, but I can try.
I think the
don't-
world is better off with you being firmly on the ground, OJ. I have a firm belief that
would-
you being firmly on the ground is where you are supposed to be.
I would agree.
I mean, I could pick you up and fly with you. OJ.
You are very kind.
She's gonna start jumping up and down in excitement.
Let us
You know
look
what?
for our friend.
It is
You know-
storming. I just
Onwards.
feel.
Points to the rubber chicken like a sword.
What's up, Midnight? Sorry.
Oh, I think Mia and
Yeah.
well, we were talking over each other. So Scales
Yeah,
is
sorry.
going. There's a storm out. I don't know if this is a good plan. What is?
Oh, we're flying in the storm. That wouldn't be a good idea.
What about Plaque? What was Plaque doing with the rubber chicken?
Oh, Plaque said onward and pointed rubber chicken like a sword.
Amazing. Asher just kind of
Sorry, I
puts,
just have to turn you up.
Asher just kind of puts his hand on his head and says, "Okay, right." So, also, OJ, you do know that
we go
Scales was willing. To,
outside.
you do know that Scales was willing to fly you up yesterday, but you threw the boat.
Yes.
I mean, if I were to get flown up, then we would lose George the Sea Streamer Esquire the Third.
But why do we need a boat? It's
Yes.
a
Because
boat.
George the Sea Streamer Esquire the Third.
You realize that
Fucking
we're going to
our friend.
Sadir next. The way to
Black-
Oa and Sadir, there's no water.
Plaque walks up to Scales, gets very close, and says, "Would you leave a comrade behind?"
It's a boat. It's not a comrade.
What is
First one
I,
third is our friend.
But it's an object. It can't. And then like Scales like realizes like looks down at her hands and goes, wait a second here. Maybe I should not be commenting about inanimate objects not having feelings, and shuts up.
Ren was saying a thing?
What are you guys talking about? I'm so confused right now.
Check on George, the sea streamer, Esquire the Third, and make sure they're okay because of storming. And I think you're supposed to tie up boats before storms happen so you don't lose them. So we should go check on them.
You have a friend that's a boat.
We don't. It can't respond.
Yes.
It's just a boat.
It's
George
just
the
a
sea
boat.
streamer, Esquire the Third.
OJ's just very attached to our boat.
As
I mean, okay.
am I.
I've seen weirder.
Have you? What?
I mean, yeah. I can't really think of anything right now, but I've definitely seen weirder.
Well, actually, Ren, where's your group? I thought everyone on the journey went in groups.
Duff, do you want me to cast wild magic?
No!
Why would you cast wild magic in this situation?
I don't know. I don't really have. Well, I do, but like I'm separated from them right now. But like I don't know where they went, and yeah.
Well,
I do know where they went, but like I don't know where they went, and it's all really confusing.
We'll help you find your group, and
Yeah,
you'll help us find Ori, and everything's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who's everyone in the group? What do they look like? What are they called?
They're called the Sea Thieves, and they're pirates. Well, they like to say they're pirates, but they're not really pirates. They're just kind of people, and they're kids like us, and they Ori's like Ori, fuck. I'm not used to this yet. Ren is really nervous, clearly.
Oh yeah. No, it's fair. You just switched characters, like,
Mhm.
it's gonna be culture shock, yeah.
Oh god. Okay. It's okay. And like Scales will like pat Red on the back. It's okay. We'll find them. Don't worry about it.
And
Find
while
your not pirate, but human, like kid friends, or what you were saying. We'll find them.
while we wait, we can make friends, Asher adds, just like kind of quaintly in the background.
Yeah, we can all be friends.
Maybe,
I'm sure.
maybe
Well-
after we find our group, if our groups run across each other at some point, we can help each other out.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Alright, so let's go find.
Castle.
I guess we should start with the boat, because we know where that is. And then do
Yeah.
we go looking for Ori?
Yes.
I mean, I suppose Ori could be at the boat. It is a good spot to check first.
Oh yeah, maybe Ori thought it was a good idea to tie up the boat, so they left to go tie up the boat when the storms happened, and that's why they're not here anymore, because they went to go tie up the boat, so they're at the boat. So we can protect the boat.
Yeah.
I
The
could
poison
cast
for
some wild
Cusco. The
magic.
poison meant to kill Cusco. Anyway.
So we're going to meet the boat. George,
Yes.
George was it?
Oh god.
George the Sea Streamer, Esquire the Third.
Yes.
Ah.
Asher just pats Scales on the back. It's just like, it'll be okay.
Will it be okay? What's gonna happen when we definitely have to leave the boat behind?
I'm
Okay.
sure there will be tears.
OJ's gonna have to learn a valuable
will never
life
happen.
lesson about moving forward in life.
Okay, let's go visit the boat.
Onwards.
So, Asher finally asks, Ren, you may not want to wear your Heelys in the rain. The
What?
wheel might get rusty.
That's right. I'm gonna go put him in my room real quick. I'll be right back. And she's gonna dive into the room and slam the door, and then a few minutes later she'll come back out just barefoot.
While she's in there, does anyone want to ask her talk about anything? Because there's like a minute of like no Ren present.
Nice.
Wait, we're at
I
the
can't wait to be friends with them.
we're at the boat.
No. Like right before we left, Ren dived into her room to put away her Heelys. And so I'm just asking, like, before Ren comes back out, does anyone want to have any sort of conversation?
Certainly going to look at Asher, just be like, what? Something's not quite right, but like Scales doesn't fucking know what.
Yeah.
Something's not right.
Asher just kind of goes, did anyone notice her Heelys? They had like a really similar color to Ori's. I think they were pink and blue too.
I mean, that could be just a random coincidence. I mean, he was a Healy store. Pink and blue are common colors. But how did she, if she's traveling with her friends, how did she not even like have a name for their friends? Like she only named the group, not, the individual people in the group. How did she friends?
I don't know.
Would be pretty easy to
Something
spot.
is afoot.
Mysteries, apparently.
Maybe as we take care, maybe as we help.
Yes.
I think Ren is nice enough. I don't think that they're gonna do anything nefarious. But it might be good to keep an eye out, since we don't know where Ori is, and the only thing relatively Ori we've seen all day were Ren's shoes. We may wanna...
I don't think Ren took Ori's shoes. I feel like that's, and if they did, I will whack Ren with my wings and we'll steal the shoes back when Ori gets here. If Ren did steal Ori's shoes.
I just hope Ori...
It's possible Ori
Chaos
gave
magic.
the shoes.
That will help.
Maybe Ori gave her shoes.
I hit OJ with my rubber chicken.
Yeah.
At that point, Ren comes back out barefoot. Oh, hold on. Oh, it's... Gotcha.
So, I don't think I've met everybody here yet. What's your guys' names?
Oh, I'm Asher.
Asher, it's a pleasure.
Scale, well,
Plaque.
Scales. It's easier.
Alright, Scales, Asher, and you said your name was OJ? Right?
OJ?
My voice did a funny. Huh. OJ. Okajella.
Okay, Jella, right. And then you were, she's gonna look at Plaque.
I am Plaque.
Well, it's a pleasure to meet all you guys. Yeah, so let's go. We need
Okay.
to look for things.
Yes.
Hurry, let's go. We need to make sure George the Sea Streamer Esquire the Third is okay.
Asher just kind of turns and just goes, is it concerning that OJ's more concerned about the boat than Ori?
Ori's probably at the boat. Come on, let's go.
Perhaps
Ori's not going to
OJ
float away.
did not mean to be more concerned about an inanimate object than a real, living, breathing moon elf friend.
Maybe. I think OJ's just very focused. And so you guys kind of go down the stairs of this little inn, go outside, and like just outside you guys see George beached in the sand and like being kind of pushed and blown by the wind a bit. There are no signs of Ori.
It doesn't look like your friend's been here.
Well, it was a long shot, actually, to think she'd go back for a boat. I'm pretty sure there's only one of us in the group that would do that. Anyway.
Two.
One of us?
I mean,
What she means is, OJ, is that you're clearly the one most attached to George. and that's why we defer all George-related things to you.
Yes.
You all
That's exactly
got
what I
my
meant.
love for George.
Second. And then she smiles. Okay. And then she's gonna run off and try and tie down the boat. Or do whatever boat-related thing you're supposed to do.
I assume that they don't have. I assume she doesn't have like boat skills yet.
He is absolutely very far removed from any kind of boat-related skill.
So
He's
maybe
from Torin, not Myrtle.
Mm-hmm.
Flat
So
D20, I guess.
yeah, OJ, you kind of just. I just imagined the others are talking as OJ is just in the background flinging this rope at George. As like the whip is howling and everything.
Plaque will help.
Yes, we should help.
Yeah. I just love lassoing OJ, just swinging. That's a 5. Yeah, that's not great.
She lifts up the little
no.
lasso, starts swinging, and then she ties herself off.
OJ, you like wrap yourself up in your own rope and you fall into the sand. And you do notice you leave like an imprint as you roll a bit. You broke sand!
My God.
Oh my god, she's done it.
Oh my God. What?
But for the rest of you, you just see OJ literally tie herself up and the boat just still like flopping around.
Scales is looking at Ren for a second. What do you mean she's done it? How did you know about the breaking sand thing?
Was I not there for that?
No.
We were there for that. I
We'll
think
say it's out of character then, because
Okay.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, you guys just kind of like watch this happen. And as the boat like jostles, there's these little roadrunner looking birds that like run away from this boat that's flying at them.
What?
Plaque is going to chase after the boat.
Wait, what?
Yeah, we're chasing the boat.
The boat gets
They're
picked up
stealing
by
the boat?
No, the boat gets picked up by a gust of wind and is just like flung because it's not tied down.
Oh! It just starts flying!
Like it's just getting pushed away by the wind.
Oh! Can I cast Harness the Land to get, like, some sort of plant to grow up around it to, like, stop it from flying?
Be a little difficult because you're in sand.
Fair enough. Wait, cactuses.
When a cactus isn't a vine, though.
Yeah, cactus would just.
But it's a large, sturdy thing that would probably stop it from flying away.
You know what? Why doesn't OJ just try and use Harness the Land and root her feet down? That might work better.
That's true. Any other one else? You can roll for
It's true
that.
or not, but I heard cactuses have really deep roots, so they don't go.
Yeah, cactus roots would really help because that way OJ wouldn't get lifted while she's wrapped up in rope. Because remember, she's still wrapped up in rope.
Yes, she is. Oh no, she's small. She just starts flying away.
Yep!
If it's strong enough to move a whole boat, it's probably strong enough to move a almost 3 foot tall child.
Yeah, who's tied up and on the floor.
Okay,
No, she's flying in the same direction.
Plaque
as
is
the boat.
chasing them both now.
Yep. Scales is also chasing.
Ren is going to jump in the air and try and catch the little koboloi.
Okay. What did you roll for Harness the Land, OJ?
Well, that's a 2.
Oh, OJ's just getting.
Oh, and that's a 1 for the modifier.
Oh my God, that means it goes wild.
Yeah, roll Wild Magic Surge. Ren, you fly up into the air as Scales maybe is like taking a minute to like probably mechanically assess like would gutting into the air be bad or good for my wing? You know what I mean?
Basically, yes.
Through the sand and ashes giving chase, Ren just right into the air, and Ren, you are like you take.
Yeah, I get blown away too. I rolled an 8.
Oh boy! So
That with the modifier?
Yep, that's the modifier. 6 and a 2, baby.
so you
If this includes bad luck charm, that's a -3.
I just about spit my tea. -3.
That's bad luck charm. The bad luck charm applies to this because I didn't realize it was magic. 'Cause Harness the Land is the thing she gets from Torin. But if it was magic and bad luck charm applies to magic, that's a d6 negative modifier roll. So that because it's Toblade. So that's definitely going wild. And I got a 10 for the wild magic.
Oh no.
OJ, you see in inverted colors.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
God.
no negative consequence to this. It's just like suddenly Ren's hair is blue, and like Asher
Plaque is white. Plaque is white.
are white. Scales. I can't think of the photo negative of Scales. Is like green.
A green gray goes to what on the opposite of the color scale?
I have no idea.
She got
Great.
her wish. She wanted to fly earlier, and now she's flying.
Oh, great.
Also, like the whole town has just suddenly changed colors. The inverse of green, I think, is like a purple. Oh, Scales is like a purple pink.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But yeah, Plaque is chasing everyone around and saying, like, to themselves, like, this could be a medical emergency.
Let's make it pink!
That could potentially be the case.
Scales is gonna go. Okay, we gotta stop the boat first. If we stop the boat, we stop the flying OJs. She's gonna like try and grab on to the boat and try and dig her heels in, basically. Go, no, stop.
Okay, roll for it. Ren, you fly up. Ren's roll to catch OJ did not go great, so you get picked up in a
Oh my god!
You just get picked up in a gust of wind and like kind of land on your butt in the sand, Ren.
Whoa!
What did you get, Scales?
Nat fucking won.
Oh no.
I had no modifier. I have no skills to help me with this.
You like put your body in the way, and the boat like floats up a bit, beams you on the head, and like there's just this bit where like everything gets like fuzzy and staticky in your eyes for a bit, and you shake it off, but like you may need to get a little bit of repairs later.
You just kind of see Scales kind of stagger into the sand and go, ugh, and fall backwards.
Plaque senses this and immediately goes over, like, are you alright?
My vision is all fuzzy. Is it supposed to be fuzzy like this? God, did something happen to my optics? No, I hate it. Optic repairs.
Plaque, like, helps you up and says, I will heal you after we catch everyone. Onwards.
Ren is going to
Onwards.
try again.
Ren is gonna try to get Asher, who like saw this. Asher ran to Scales, really confused, but when they saw Plaque dive in, they were like, okay, and kept going. So now like Asher and Ren are on a team, and Scales and Plaque are on a team, if you will.
Basically.
Alright,
Try
Extreme
our
Beach Volleyball, let's go. 9!
That's not terrible.
With the modifier. My dice hate me.
Tonight.
I rolled a 4.
All of us are just rolling terribly.
Then you like try and grab OJ again, and you do get her in your arms, but that's when you like kind of dive back to the floor, and you just kind of do a bit of a sand tumble with OJ in your.
Ren's gonna try to like curl OJ into her body and like try to take the brunt of the fall herself.
Aw.
OJ, you feel that, and also you get untied as Ren like grabs you. The boat is still going, and you see Asher run for it, and it's time for me to do something as Asher, which is terrifying.
Oh my god. We believe in you, B.
This
This tiny little sun elf is gonna stop this boat.
Good luck.
all he has is touch the blaze, harness fire. He has fire magic and like observance stuff. His only like useful thing here would be rolling for overly prepared and hoping I roll high, because that would mean that I could maybe get something stupidly competently useful out of the backpack.
Like an anchor.
Or
Yeah,
something.
I mean, if I that gives me an idea, but you go first.
Okay. So Asher's just gonna be like, okay, in panic situations, you dive for the backpack, and he rifles through it, and that's a 4 and a 2. So he like pulls at the backpack, and what comes out of it is like one of those inflatable floaties, and he's just like, "That doesn't help." That flies off. He's just like, "Oh no!" And Scales and Plaque you both run past as Asher's just stuck pulling at the backpack for something.
Okay. Scales is gonna use her skill Precision as philosophy, and she's gonna go, okay, how much weight do we need to grab that rope with to stop this bloody boat? I'm gonna see if I can roll to figure out a plan. Okay, that's a 17. 14 plus 3.
Hey, not bad.
Whatever it needs to weigh, there are 2 things that you know weigh more. One would be all of your collective weight would definitely be more than enough. But B, if you could just shot put the backpack, however much that thing weighs, should defo be enough to anchor this thing. Because that backpack has everything in it. And I think I got a 9 and a 6 on my next roll, so 15. So
I think that OJ not only threw the boat, but they threw Asher and Asher's backpack with it.
Yeah!
So as Asher rifles through the backpack again, with a 15, he pulls out it's basically like a scope, like binoculars, and he looks at them and just, why does this help? And then he sees Scales like calculating stuff, and you could see the moment where Asher's brain clicks with what Scales' plan is, you know?
Okay, Scales is gonna like wave at Ren and like trying to get her to fly over, and basically goes, okay, the plan is we pick up the backpack and drop it on the boat.
Roger that. With or without the little man attached to it?
Preferably without.
Asher derobes the backpack, and it falls into the sand with like an alarming thud. And
Strength is not Ren's specialty. We're gonna try it.
We're gonna try it. Scales is gonna roll to like fly, which is, breath of the wind kind of thing. We can do this. You'll be nice to me, right, guys? Oh boy, that's a 7.
I rolled an 8.
Together, that's a
15.
Yeah, but actually, okay, I like this. You guys both start pulling, and it's not doing well, and then Asher grabs like the bottom of the backpack and lifts it, and is hoisting the base of it with his hands, and he's just like running alongside you. You both lifting it, and him like holding it up.
How strong is this guy?
I don't know. Remember, Asher can wear this on his back for like entire lengths of time.
Oh boy. Yes, strong boy.
He's strong, but he does not know strength. And I just imagine there's this bit where you guys are like pushing it, and Asher goes like, swing it! And just the 3 of you push and swing this backpack, and like a projectile missile, it slams into the boat, knocking it onto the floor. Those little bird things scatter as it like lands, and you just hear the sound of stuff just scraping and into the sand. And the boat has landed with no casualty.
Oh, fantastic.
Yay!
The only casualty is Scales' blurry vision.
Yeah, it's getting a little bit better. You're doing like little manual adjustments, you know?
Percussive maintenance, bonk twice on the head.
Yep.
Like you're doing, I imagine you have like background minor maintenance abilities on yourself. So like,
I mean,
No, go first.
No, Scales probably has to fix herself a whole lot, considering she's like kind of like this like one of a kind created that no one really knows how she was made. So like she goes to a mechanic and they go, I don't know, how are you made? And she goes, oh, never mind, I'll fix it myself.
Yeah. So like as soon as you see it land and hit, you're probably already getting to work, like fiddling with your own optics a bit.
Yeah. Just like poking at wires. inside of her head. In a storm.
The wires
Good
passed.
Asher looks over at Ren and just goes, "That was really quick." Actually, first, Asher runs over and sees that Scales is busy and goes, "I'll come back to you." And then goes over to Ren and just goes, "That was a good job, Ren."
Thanks.
You saved me!
She's gonna kind of awkwardly pat OJ on the head and like, I didn't want you guys to get hurt.
Mm.
Did they say yes to the hug?
It wasn't a hug, but okay.
Say again?
It wasn't a hug, but okay.
No, did they say yes? OG's like, can I hug you?
Oh. I thought she just patted and then OJ was like, I'm hugging. Ren seems a little bit nervous about it, but kind of just awkwardly pats OJ on the back.
Plaque, you kind of make it up to everyone, and you, and while Asher is assessing OJ and Ren, you kind of have this moment where you can kind of check in on Scales as she's messing with her own wires and wiring and stuff.
Yeah. Is there anything I can roll to help?
Does
that count as what do I have? I have doctoring.
I'd say that would help. Yeah, roll for it.
Okay. How do I roll again in this game? It's been a while.
Oh, yeah.
Roll a d20 plus.
Oh, you're good. You got it.
Roll a d20 plus the dice for the ability, and then add them together.
That's a 29.
So, Plaque, you see Scales messing with their own optics, and you just kind of give Scales' side of their face kind of a gentle tap and start looking in. And even though, as Scales would know, she's one of a kind and no one has ever been made quite like her, you're able to really easily see where the problem in the optics lie, and with a very ginger touch and delicate hand, you manage to help Scales and probably cut down the time of the repair significantly.
Thank you. It Scales shakes her head and blinks a couple times.
No problem.
Oh.
Is everyone else unhurt?
Yeah, we're
I'm
all okay.
okay.
Scales, that was really quick thinking.
I try.
It was really smart.
Well, thank you. This
Also,
is how
good-
Scales takes compliments.
Also, good job on the repair job, Plaque.
Thank you. 1 second. And Plaque walks over to the boat, kneels down. Are you alright?
The boats and boat.
Understood. And gets back up and walks back over. The boat is fine.
We could probably just leave the backpack there for now. The second we
Get
move,
some rocks or
Yeah.
something.
Do we have an anchor, maybe?
Asher goes, he looks at the backpack, looks at all of you and just goes, would it surprise anyone at this point?
No.
No.
He rifles through and there isn't an anchor, but there's barbells and weights, And so he goes, these'll do. And he just puts them in spots on the boat and just goes, there we go. It's not tied down, but it's as close as it'll get. That still leaves the question of where to find Ori, though. Especially in a storm like this, I'm kind of worried about her.
I mean, I'm sure she's alright. You seem really resourceful, so I'm sure you're resourceful too, because she's your friend, right?
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Ren, for helping with the flying the backpack.
Ren,
It's no problem, really.
a vacuum to a rubber chicken, and it went, ah.
Wait, what?
One time Ori attached a vacuum to a rubber chicken and it made a funny noise.
That sounds kind of cool, actually.
It was.
And then she got a pirate hat when we rode on George.
Pirate hat, that's so cool.
I thought someone would ask me to stop, but no one did, and now I'm happy.
Asher looks to Scales and Plaque and just goes, "Did you guys see her leave at all last night? I know.
I
sleep is-
mean,
Did we?
You never saw her even come in. You guys don't sleep because you're, created. So you would know that Ori just never showed up after you guys ate.
that's
Ori says, Plaque says that, like, Ori never showed up after we ate. All night. Gone.
that's worrying. I mean, Ori likes food. Where would she have gone?
I hope she's not hurt.
Well, come on, we better get looking. Let's go. Ren's gonna walk off down the beach, like doing the marching thing where her, like,
You said that.
legs
Ori
are straight
likes
out in front of her and her elbows
Yeah.
are sticking out of her sides.
I mean, most organic creatures like food. You need it to survive. Questioning.
Asher turns to Scales and just goes, "No, you're right. But still, I think we should follow Ren. They're
Of course.
hungry.
I mean-
First find Ori.
Yeah, we need to find Ori. And then food, yes.
and then food." Asher just kind of stops and looks to Scales and just goes, "Oh, and Plaque." And he goes, "Okay, so you both are really good at seeing things. It's too stormy to go up into the air and get a bird's eye view to see if we could find Ori. But if we were Ori and we weren't here with us and we were somewhere in town, where would you think Ori would go?"
I have an idea.
You do? Good, because I don't.
Plaque likes to stay here. And Plaque walks off for a bit, just for just a little bit, in the opposite direction Ren went. And I'd like to turn up my volume and I'd like to scream for Ori.
Okay. You just hear what sounds like the sound a blowhorn makes like seconds before when you turn on a megaphone, the beep, the weird feedback. You like see Plaque like take a few steps that way, see them like touch their neck and like shake their head a little bit to seemingly like adjust something, that sound, and then like lifting the Plague Doctor mask, and then Ori's name like trumpets out.
Ren is literally going to jump like a foot in the air.
Scales jumps with a foot in the air, and she was expecting it.
I'm just imagining, I don't know if anyone will get this reference, I'm just imagining the explosions in episode 2 of Star Wars.
My God.
Okay, someone knows exactly what I'm talking about. Like that sound effect. It's just
Mhm.
I want to interrupt.
What's up?
OJ trying to tie it down the ship, so I just kind of did the rolling for it off to the side and figured I would announce the results when people were just quieting down a little bit. I got an 8, a nat 1, an 11, and then another nat 1, and I figured that's probably going to be as much as she's going to try to tie up the boat.
You're just gonna leave the barbells there. Your attempts at rope tying have not ended well.
Oh.
But I think OJ, even you get like you're tying up the boat and then you hear that sound, you know?
That would probably be the cause of one of those nat 1s.
Yeah. Just Asher like freaks out and flops onto the floor, you know? And the backpack is like on top.
Oh Lord.
But
Well,
they work together.
I mean, I'm certain Ori would hear that. Do we stay in one spawn and wait for her?
I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna be enough.
What does Ori like to do? She likes to strap chickens to vacuum cleaners. She likes pirates. She likes She likes. Okay, the Heelys. She likes.
Perhaps she is with Ren's party, since they are pirates.
Oh, hey, that is a good plan. Maybe she is.
Maybe.
Hey,
yeah.
Ren! Scales is gonna call after Ren. Is Ren still walking away?
Ren stopped when she heard Dory's name yelled.
Oh, you know what? We thought that our friend Ori is probably with your group, since Ori really likes pirates. So we'll help you find your group, and then we'll probably find Ori at the same time.
Yeah, sure. That sounds like a great idea.
Okay, when did you last see your group?
It was